So after months of immense backlash that Pokemon Go received for their Rediscover Yourself update, it seems like the Pokemon Go director is finally acknowledging the backlash and issuing this official statement. Coming from this interview with Eurogamer, the question asked, feedback to the character creator update this year was mixed. Are there still changes you'd like to make there? Yeah, it was quite worse than mixed, but okay, continuing. Pokemon Go director's answer being, absolutely. We know that was going to be a challenging one for us. Players have grown to love their avatars for the past 7.5 years, and anytime you change something like that, there's a lot of risk involved. Some people might not be happy with that, whereas others might appreciate us responding to the feedback over the years from players who felt our avatar system was outdated, and that they didn't feel like they could represent themselves like they can in other games. We definitely saw a lot of feedback that players felt like it still didn't match what they were hoping for. The team had been hard at work at looking at the feedback, and we've already made some updates and adjustments. Things like improving the different body proportions that you can still have, and different skin tones. But I wouldn't say it's just the start. We want to continue adding more to the feature, making it more diverse. My goal is for every single player in the world to really feel like they can be represented in Pokemon Go. The other thing I would just share on this front is just how technically challenging that feature was for us to bring out into the market, because we have this backlog of different avatar items and articles and clothing and poses, and those were all designed for two very specific form factors. Taking those dozens and hundreds of avatar items and applying it to much more customizable characters was very, very tricky for us. But we have seen the feedback and have already been making some adjustments, and we have more to come. So there you go. Let me know what you think about that statement in the comments. I don't think it's a very good one. I think it's a kind of bad statement. It's not really addressing the main issues people have, and it's downplaying how negative the reception was and also downplaying the issues as well. And it's really odd how they're doubling down on this like, oh, it's more diverse and more customizable, when in fact people presented evidence that it was the opposite. Another huge issue is that people paid for like clothing items for their avatars that seem to be broken on the new avatars, and the statement slightly addressed that. They're like, oh, you guys need to understand how difficult it was for us to put all these items on like the new avatars that we have. Okay, but that's not really adequate when they're still broken and people paid for them. But yeah, you're welcome to agree or disagree in the comments. As always, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this brief segment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.